Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome to episode 40 of Europa Universalis IV as France. And I've just noticed this massive death stack that I've put together doesn't have the leader with him. He's not the best of leader, he's got a hell of a lot of manoeuvre though. He is a conquistador and not a general, but he's certainly going to do for the time being. I am currently marching this army over to attempt to deal with the, let us call it the Swedish problem. What have we got here? Antilles, another 10% Liberty Desire. What are they up to currently? 24. So, yeah, we can go and get some more mercantilism. The main reason I'm getting involved in this war, even though I could have quite happily stayed out of it, is mainly due to the fact that the Commonwealth is getting its arse handed to it by Great Britain. Now, I'm not actually at war with Great Britain, so that's not really a problem to me, but I do really want to try and help... I do really want to try and help out the Commonwealth where I can. So I am going to try and smash a few units. Lose some money. Or lose a... Well, we can afford to lose the money. We are losing a lot of money at the moment. Main reason for that is because we are... well, there's two reasons for that, actually. No, it's just because we're reinforcing. We've taken a lot of losses on troops and we're reinforcing. Let's go ahead and smash this stack over here. We should definitely be able to do that. We are crossing a river, but this is Sweden in the hand, so we massively outnumber them. So we should win that fight with the greatest of ease. Doesn't help us a lot, but we can now start to chase them back to their own lands. The Golden Horde has accepted peace with the Commonwealth. It was basically a white peace. Okay, so the Commonwealth are now out of one of their wars. We're going to continue to chase these guys home. We've maxed out our improved relations with... Ah, you're stopping there, are you? We've maxed out our improved relations with Brandenburg. That's fine. We'll go and see if we can stack wipe these. And in fact, we did. Sieging out the the Hansa has accepted peace. Just as I was about to siege them out, they... Oh, no, I don't want to do that. How are we actually moving across there? Are we using some sort of naval fleet? No. No. A big fat no. You should be mothballed before you go and get sunk. Get your ass back to Normandy. Stupid, stupid fleet. And what we need to try and do is get access through Holstein here. So, will you give us military access? Yes, you will. Please and thank you. There we go. Let's go through and say hi to Sweden. Just trying to help the Commonwealth out as much as I can. Actually lost a battle there. They actually brought their ships out to attack my transports there, but they've now ran into my trade fleet, so that should help things out nicely. Commonwealth have accepted peace. There we go. That's fine then. So that war is now over. Let us bring the troops back. So we did lose a few ships, unfortunately. We will need to go ahead and sort that out. That won't be too much of a problem. So let's see what we need to do. Obviously, we're black flagged. We should be able to cancel military access here. And we will be able to cancel military access here. We have forces inside their borders currently, but now we can cancel the military access. Get it again later if we need to. So we want to get all the way out of here. We'll rebuild. We have lost some ships. So let's go ahead and get ourselves another 6 lights. So that'll be relatively cheap. So we want to get ourselves... I mean, I think we're probably still... Yeah, we're massively below our naval force limit. But let's get 6 just for the time being, just so we can sort that out. We will need to get ourselves some more transports. We will need to get ourselves some heavies. We've got to the point now where we could probably afford to field a pretty major navy. Probably one big enough to rival Great Britain. Why are we losing so much money at the moment? Do we have mercenaries or something that I'm unaware of? Army maintenance. No, it's mainly reinforcements that we're paying for. I guess we could use some admin power to reduce inflation. That certainly wouldn't help. Let's go ahead and unpause stuff. I am going to need to split this army up. Remember that it should be sort of split into 10-2-4s. So let's go ahead and split it in half. And then we'll split this one in half. And we will split this one in half. Lose 5 legitimacy or lose 5 prestige. We can afford to lose the legitimacy, I suppose. You split in half and move down there. Savoy wants military access. I guess that is fine. So, you are a little under manpower. You do have 10 regiments, though. Yep, so they'll all fully reinforce back up to the 16 stacks. So, what does that put us on? 1 below our force limit there. That's fine. I see we're still in this war with Portugal, but Portugal are still winning. And we haven't actually lost our colony here. And in fact, it's almost an actual province. And looks like Portugal are doing a good job of sieging out over there. So I'm not too worried about that one there, to be honest. Definitely want to go ahead and try and soak somebody else in if I can. How are the Commonwealth doing? Looks like they're still really struggling with Britain over there. Unfortunately, I can't do an awful lot to help them on that one because I'm not involved in that war. So they're just going to have to deal with that one themselves. But that is currently the only war that the Commonwealth are currently involved in. Considering that the war score is -50, I'm surprised that it's still going on, but it is one of those things. Still have a lot of Diplo power. We could still take the tech. We are now only 1 year ahead. I think, in fact, we will go ahead and grab that. Because we've still got 268 Diplo power in the bank, which means we can have some better ships. We'll get our fleet sorted out. Looks like our entire trade fleet is all going to one place anyway. We'll go ahead. We'll build some heavies. In fact, let's go ahead and do that now. Let's go and... Now, heavies are expensive, but they're damn good in a war. We'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll have 8 heavies. I'm not sure how many I had before. The number seems about right. But we'll keep it going. I think we're all fully reinforced now. What I definitely want to do is get a little bit more money in the bank, just so that we can... just so that we've got some money to spare if we do end up going to war. Now, our current trade fleet, you are trading in Lubeck. Let's grab all of these guys together. Not quite. I thought I was supposed to be having 4 ships, or 6 ships built. Did I miss a couple? The Cape Coast has become self-sustaining. Fantastic. Let's group you together. You're going to protect trade in Lubeck. See, this will increase our trade value from 8.71 to 22.39. That can't be right, because that must be counting the ships that are already there. But we'll go ahead and do it anyway. We do need a couple more. What have we got here? Oh, those are the 2 transports. This is now self-sustaining. So let's go ahead, send a colonist to the Ivory Coast, and you guys can move over there. So I need to get myself a couple more light ships. Just because, you know... It'll help the OCD because it'll be a nice round number. We can definitely afford a couple of early frigates. Have we actually got ships building here? No, we have still got ships building. That's fine then. So they're just taking a little bit longer. We will need to upgrade our fleets as well now. We're actually at the point where we can get the better ships. So there's one of them. Wow, now the Hesse is the Emperor. The Evangelical Union is victorious. The war of religion in the Empire has ended in a victory for the Evangelical Union. The Emperor has been forced to abdicate, and Protestantism is now the dominant faith of the Empire. And, well, the Commonwealth seems to be fairly intact, although there are a few, looks like Polotsk has appeared out of nowhere. I'm not sure whether or not Hungary was there. It does look like the Commonwealth have had to split up a fair bit, but that's not too terrible. Provincial unrest, how are things going? Breton nationalists, mainly in Finisterre, Mauban and more. That's fine. It's going to be 60 years before those guys can do anything anyway. You guys, yeah, don't care about you, so that's nothing that we have to deal with, really. Castile want military access. I'm going to say yes. I don't really know who they're fighting. We'll just wait for that last ship to pop, and then we can make sure that that is attached to the trade fleet. There it goes. Let's grab both of you. Put you both in Ghent. As soon as you get there, we'll group you together and you can go and protect trade in Lubeck. So that should help things out a little bit there. And then, like I said, we'll wait until we've got a stack of money and we'll recall the fleet. Now, we can afford a new idea. That's probably going to be another military idea. We are actually now currently behind in military tech. And the next level, we get better infantry. So it's probably worth doing that. We're currently at tech 14. Austria are at tech 14. Alsace are at tech 15. So we'll save up until we can get to tech 15. And then we'll consider this war. It should still be available to us. And the Hesse would come in. And obviously so would the Empire. Although it's saying here that they probably wouldn't come in. Neither would any of our allies at this point. How long will it take us to actually get enough military points to grab that tech? We need 462 and we currently have 404 and we expect to have enough power to do it by the 1st of March 1584. So it's just under a year away. I think we can probably wait that long. It would be nice if Portugal got their thumb out of their ass and finished this war so that I could potentially try and annex somebody. Possibly even Sweden, and then we could fight in the mountains. In fact, would these guys be willing to let me white peace out? No, they still wouldn't go for a white peace. Nearly. It's only at -6 though. So it wouldn't take an awfully long time to do that. I don't want to spend any military points on military buildings right now. I guess we could go ahead and spend some of the diplomatic ones. That's admin. That's Diplo. Marketplaces. We can get a few of these around. I know I said I wanted to save up money, and I still do, but spending money to gain money is never a bad idea in EU4. And yet, we definitely will have to upgrade the ships. We might split them in half and do it half at a time. I haven't quite decided how we're going to do that yet. It'll be relatively expensive to perform, but we should manage it just fine. Already in October. Do we want to give the Antilles even more Liberty Desire? They're only at 21% because it does burn off, and it would gain as another one mercantilism, so let's go ahead and do that. The trade efficiency with them is 18%, and they're paying us 2.5 gold each month. So, you know, we're getting a fairly decent amount of money coming in from some of those. I think we might even be below our diplomatic relations limit as well, actually. Oh no, we're still at 6 of 6. Still got that leading union with Brabant. We should probably go ahead and improve relations with them. I don't really see what difference it makes. If they've been together long enough, we can just sort of integrate them in anyway. But they have to have been in a personal union with us for 50 years. And they haven't been. It's only been since 51, so it would have to be 1601. So it's going to be a fair few years before we can soak Brabant in. But that, I mean, that's sort of... oh, cool. Extra population. That's 3 provinces, which will be quite nice. We've converted some heretics. That's very, very good. Now we can go and convert some more in Ghent. And try and get rid of as many of them as we can. Is there anything that we can do decision-wise to improve how good our... we could embrace the counter-reform later on if we actually really want to flip over. But we probably don't want to. But mind you, we've already picked the Edict de Nantes, so that's not going to really allow us to do it anyway. Wow, gain 2 base tax to l'Île de France. France has completed the economic ideas. No, I think we're fine for now. We'll just leave everything going as it is. Wait until we've got enough military tech points to just grab the next level. We're very, very close, actually. We're already in January. What level are our current advisors? They're all level 1. -1 diplomatic reputation. Very nice. Can we go and peace out of this war yet on a white peace? Yes, we can. Send demand. We're out of that war. So, can we go ahead and... No, we can't. Everywhere's getting liberty desire. Let's go ahead and recall our diplomat from the Commonwealth, because we're already sort of maxed out on influence with them, more or less. Let's go and improve our relations with Switzerland a little. We can now get the military tech, so let's go ahead and do that. We can now upgrade our unit types, so we'll pick the charge infantry. That's fantastic. What I would like to get, if at all possible, I'll wait till everyone gets up to sort of full health again. These are the heavies now. The heavies are all starting to spawn. We'll get them all moved to Normandy, and we'll mothball them all as soon as possible, just so we're not spending money on them. Chesapeake has become self-sustaining. That's fantastic. So we'll go ahead and move to the next one. Of course, it's costing us a fair bit of money in colonial maintenance. Our colonial maintenance is 4.16. So don't forget, this isn't a colony yet, because the colonist hasn't arrived there. So it'll probably go up to about sort of 6 ducats per month once he arrives. But we're still making relatively good bank anyway, so I don't mind that too much. CB's about to expire with Friesland diplomatic insult. Couldn't give 2 hoots. Let's have a look over here. These guys are sort of healing up nicely. You guys are all going to group up. I am building more of them, but we can go ahead and sort of mothball the fleet anyway. We can now gain a new idea, which would be part of our expansion ideas, which would give us an extra 1 diplomatic relation. Not a bad idea. Might as well go ahead and finish it. I think we were slightly... Yeah, we were ahead of time, but it won't hurt grabbing that one, just to give us an extra diplomatic relation should we need a few more allies. I want to try and start vassalizing Switzerland just before we start anything else. So just try and get to a point where I can start vassalizing them. I could go ahead and throw money at them, I suppose. That would work. Let's go ahead and economic actions. Send them a gift. What are we up to? 168. Let's go ahead and give them the full 50 then. That puts us up to 193. That is more than enough. So we'll annex vassal. We just need to wait for the date to flip over, the 20th of July, and then we can actually go and send somebody. In fact, lose 40 ducats to increase settler chance and global settler increase. Hell yeah. Let's go ahead and recall that diplomat. We don't need him there anymore. I'm just waiting for the 20th of July. There we go. Bang. So we're starting that. Now then, do we still want to... Well, I still want to. Do we still want to potentially declare war on Alsace? The Hesse wouldn't necessarily come in, because they're in debt. They've got no manpower. They've got massive war exhaustion. Doesn't mean to say that the rest of the empire wouldn't come in. Neither would any of our allies, though. The Commonwealth is massively in debt at the moment. They have a lot of war exhaustion. Their manpower is really badly destroyed. So, yeah, it's very, very unlikely that we would be able to get any of our allies into the war. What do we get here? +2 national unrest or lose 33 prestige. Well, I'm just about to go to war, so having the prestige loss isn't all that bad. Going to move some units down towards the border a little bit. My plan there is just to make sure that I've got some units that can go... Oh, you can stay there, because you're going to need to grab Artois and Cambrai. You guys are up there. That's fine. Now, who's the current... leader of the Roman Empire? It's the Hesse. Now, where are you exactly located then? Go to capital province, which doesn't help me at all because I can't see anything. So it's these 2 provinces here. But they probably wouldn't get called in. Who did it say your ally was as well? Oh, Mainz. Mainz would now actually come in. Who are you guys? Where are you? Mainz. You're single, like, 1 province minor. So I still don't think that we would have an awful lot of issue there. Looks like we've got a Portuguese Pope. We've still got a lot of influence. It used to be so easy to become the Pope in the old system. And I guess the new system is slightly more interesting and it's slightly less gamey. But it's still very, very difficult to become the Pope now, which kind of makes the whole Catholic thing much less valuable than it used to be. Let's just see if we can move the rest of these ships into Normandy. And they're pretty much all about ready to arrive. And we will... we'll end the video at that point. So let's just go ahead. We will unselect the ones that are already there. We'll group the rest of them together. We'll mothball them. And then we should be able to group the whole lot together. So we've got some money in the bank. We've got our men in position. We are ready to go to war. And that is something we'll do on the next video. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying EU4. And I'll see you next time. Until then, goodbye for now.